Every powerful hospital has rules they never write down. At St. Bernard's, promotions came with a price. One nurse refused to pay it and uncovered something the hospital would rather bury. When Nurse Chiamaka Nwosu walked through the glass doors at St. Bernard's Specialist Hospital every morning, people straightened their backs. Not because she demanded respect, not because she spoke loudly, but because she moved like someone who knew where every wire ran behind the walls. 10 years in the wards had carved her into precision. She could read a patient's chart like a palm, predict complications before monitors screamed, calm relatives with a voice that never rushed. Doctors trusted her hands. Junior nurses copied her routines. Patients asked for her by name. Yet every promotion passed her by like a bus that refused to stop. On the notice board, Nurse Olu appointed ward supervisor. Nurse Ngozi confirmed as head of admissions. There would be applause, smiles, photos, and later, alone in the changing room, Chiamaka would sit on the wooden bench, tying and untying her laces, the bitterness settling in her chest like a cough that never cleared. She never complained. Silence had become her companion. One evening, while the hospital generators hummed through another power cut, her colleague Ifoma leaned close as they changed out of scrubs. Amaka, she whispered, eyes darting, stop killing yourself. Chiamaka paused, meaning, you know how this place works. No promotion without permission. Permission from who? She asked, tying her hair. Ifoma hesitated, then lowered her voice further. Dr. Ibrahim and the Nightingales. Chiamaka frowned. The prayer group? Ifoma laughed, but there was no humor in it. Prayer is what they print on flyers. After hours, they drink, they dine, they promise loyalty. She pointed subtly across the room. Look. Chiamaka noticed it then. The same gold bird pin gleaming on certain uniforms. Always the same women. Always senior, always protected. She laughed it off at first, until she couldn't stop seeing it. The pins, the late night trainings, the way Dr. Ibrahim's door opened easily for some and never for others. One Friday night, after a 12-hour shift, Chiamaka stayed back to finish reports. Near midnight, she carried files upstairs and froze. Laughter spilled from the executive lounge. Through the half-closed door, she saw it. Dr. Ibrahim, 4 senior nurses, champagne, envelopes, pins laid neatly like medals. The matron's voice was soft, practiced. New month, new blessings. Loyalty is rewarded. A pin was fastened onto a trembling uniform. Dr. Ibrahim raised his glass, and confidentiality. Chiamaka stepped back silently, her stomach twisting. She didn't sleep that night. After that, she started noticing patterns. Extra allowances labeled training, midnight access logs, messages sent from a private number, never official channels. She copied, screenshot, archived. Still, she hesitated until Funke came crying. Young, brilliant, still hopeful. He said if I don't join, I'll lose my posting next quarter. Funke sobbed, clutching her scrubs. Ma, please, what should I do? And in that moment, she knew silence had become cruelty. She sent the evidence anonymously to the hospital board. Nothing happened. Instead, the warnings began. Her locker was searched, her shifts reduced. A fabricated complaint appeared in her file. One afternoon, Dr. Ibrahim stopped her in the corridor. You're wasting your talent, he said gently. Ambition isn't wrong, isolation is. That evening, an on-site note waited in her locker. Be wise. Then came the transfer letter. A rural outpost. No dialysis center nearby. For one night, she almost packed. Then she sent everything to the press. The headline broke like glass. Inside St. Bernard, sex for promotion ring exposed. The internet roared. Protests followed. Inspectors stormed the building. Dr. Ibrahim resigned quietly, sabbatical leave. The matron denied everything, then disappeared from staff meetings. The hospital shut down for audit. For weeks, Chiamaka was blamed, then the calls changed. Months later, she stood in the boardroom, expecting dismissal. Instead, the director rose. Miss Nwosu, he said, voice steady. You protected this institution when it couldn't protect itself. He slid the letter forward. Head of Nursing Operations, effective immediately. For a long moment she couldn't speak. Then softly, we'll rebuild this place the right way.